This video is under fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticisms, comments, news reportings, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing.
CCNTV, bringing you captivating news since 2019.
Oh, there I am. Hello, 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 and welcome to another Tuesday episode of Politics and Wellness. I am your host, the captivating, the Christian, along with my co-host, this person right here with his own theme music. Hey, I had to put you up real quick while you know, it's fresh.
I just have to listen to that music. Why does that sound like porn music? 1970s porn music.
Exactly. You know, you the pimp daddy. That's why you gotta get the pimp daddy music. Right. So hopefully everybody is doing well on this Tuesday. Yes, I do know the DNC is having their second day of convention, and it is over here playing on my shoulder. But other news is still happening around the world too, and in our own backyard. So we can't ignore it just for a couple days. But we will get back to the fool Allah, as Jay Wilson would say, of day one of the DNC, and we can talk about a little bit of day two. But yeah. I just want to get to it. I don't even care about all the other stuff. So just get to it. Show ballot here, put it in the machine, click. I just want to get that part.
Yeah, just do this. Yeah, it is definitely tiring.
Yeah, definitely. So like I said, I hope everybody is doing well on this Tuesday. Your waiter or waitress will be around with your drink of choice. And yeah. So let's just get started because we have so much to do in so little time. Because yes, I do have stuff to do, like packing, because I haven't done anything. So real quick, U.S. Representative Omar, one of the squad members of the Progressive Democratic Party in Congress, has won her seat in where is she? Minneapolis, Minnesota. So she won her seat, so she will be able to I believe this is her primary. Yeah, she won her primary seat, so she'll be able to go up against her Republican opponent come this election. The reason why this is important because last week, all this stuff kind of sews in together. Last week we talked about a PAC that was pro-Israel, that was pushing or outing out a lot of Democratic runners who was running for re-election if they didn't quite agree fully with the way Israel was handling that whole situation over there. Where, of course, they are just it's like apartheid 2.0 anyway. But anybody speaking up against it that was Democratic and basically felt that there should be a ceasefire or that Israel was wrong, they was basically pushing them out of their seats to people who was more sympathetic towards their plight. So the fact that Miss Omar was actually able to keep her seat is impressive because they have been pushing hard and a lot of money, like millions upon millions of dollars to get these people out. So that was good to see. Anything you want to say or add?
No, they would just that super PAC is definitely working hard.
Yeah, the overtime. Okay. Hey, Ricardo, what's going on? Yeah, but they definitely working overtime to out any Democratic. I don't even want to say opponent. It's just anybody Democratic that's talking for both sides. I mean, this to be very clear. Israel's not, their hands are not clean in this whole entire situation. You were plotted on some land that you didn't occupy to begin with, and well, not the true people, because we could mix and mingle about who are the true Jews and who are the just adopted ones. But we talking about the adopted ones from Europe that happened to be plotted there because nobody wanted to know what to do with them after Hitler tried to burn them all, and the ones he couldn't, once the war was over, nobody really wanted them. Unfortunately.
Definitely. And why is Israel giving me white supremacists?
That's what I said. It's giving me.
It's just it's just another name.
That's what I'm saying. It's giving me apartheid 2.0. It's like Johannesburg all over again. It's like Serafina, but not.
And I saw the play.
Right.
It was a good play.
It's definitely giving Serafina, but like in a Latin kind of way. I mean, it is.
They do. They give me white supremacists, and the longer we have all this going on, the more they really show their true selves.
Right. And that's crazy because here you are treating people the same way somebody treated your ancestors when y'all were in Germany.
Hmm. Yeah.
Same.
And they can say that, oh, it's just BB doing all that,
Right, right.
But it's like, but you're not saying anything. That's the difference. You're just going with the flow, and you've been
Yeah.
going with the flow for years.
Hey Tina B, what's going on? And not only going with the flow, but you constantly voting this man in, and you're constantly sending money over to Israel from the states, to support the things that he's doing. So it's like, you can't in one breath say you against it, but you support it on the back end. I mean, like these politicians do here in the States. But I mean, I guess it's all one and the same. But yeah, so because of course she's very critical on the war in Gaza, of course, as she would be. So people were scared that she would lose her primary race, but
Yeah,
she's won. So
because she's always being censored for something.
oh, God, she is the most. Congress itself be censoring her for no reason. Like she's just telling the truth. Like if Israel,
Yeah.
being backed by all these companies that she names them, are you going to censor her for naming the companies that secretly back Israel? Why? Why would you do that? It's what Congress is for. To tell the truth, to
Right.
expose stuff. Honestly, that's what we vote them in to do. I mean, granted, they do wind up making a lot of money. Some of them, go in poor, leave out millionaires and shit after they've been there 50 and 80 years. But, and that in itself needs to change too. Like term limits or some shit. But anyway, so that's an interesting story to check out. Also, actually, as I received the story got updated. So I'm just going to gloss over the updated version. But in Detroit, a judge who forced a black teenage girl to wear handcuffs and a jail uniform because she fell asleep. Now I get it. I get this scared straight kind of mentality shit. But my thing is, if you're gonna do it to one, do it to all. Because I feel like you don't give that same energy when Billy comes up there falling asleep and doing shit. I don't think you give that type of energy. Yeah, well, the judge is Judge Kenneth King. Because of his whole thing with I think the lady's name was Eva Goodman. He's been pulled off the bench. His cases have been pulled off the docket. Now, I don't know if it's a permanent situation because the update didn't say.
Oh, he's getting death threats and everything.
Yeah. I mean, that part is coming.
When I first heard the story, I thought that the young lady was being tried, but she was actually on like a field trip.
Yeah.
And come to find out, she was falling asleep because she's
Right.
homeless. Okay. Now, if she kept falling asleep and it was disrupting the court, like if she was snoring or something,
right.
you just ask her to step out.
Right.
Just ask her to step out, sit in the hallway. If you've been in the courthouse, they always have benches all lined up and down, sitting out in the hallway. You just ask her to remove herself.
Right.
But this is what happens when you have, power corrupts.
Yeah.
And you think that and it's one thing I have noticed with judges when I listen to them speak, when they speak as though the courtroom belongs to them, that this is their house. It's like, no, this belongs to the people.
Right.
You're a servant,
Right. You are a public servant, but they do give off that the court at the time when they sit at the bench, that courtroom is their courtroom. So that's why that's why they give off that. But yeah, I think it was way over the top, way too harsh. almost like scared straight for no reason. I mean, it was a field trip. At first, I thought it was like a scared straight situation, so I was kind of
That's
like,
what I
oh,
thought. That's why when I kept listening to it, I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, somebody just got mad
I thought
because."
right, and she was
And then I thought
laughing,
the kid was mouthing off to him or something, or
right?
it's like, "Oh, she just came off disrespectful or whatever." It's like, but you don't know her situation, so what? Who are you?
Right.
That type of thing.
Hmm.
You know.
It's like instead
Uh,
of being somewhat of a mentor, you were gonna really, really be a complete asshole. Okay, so yeah. Besides the death threats, now you may not have a job because he's actually being investigated at this point.
yeah,
Um,
because he's still standing 10 toes down that he
yeah,
did the right thing. It's like, well, that says a lot about your character.
right, right, right,
Now he
and
could have. Now he could have shut up.
oh
And
no,
what he
'cause
could have done was at least help to find, some place for
that's what I'm saying. Why
the
not be
young
a
lady.
mentor? Why not be a mentor
Hmm.
and change that situation? If you did, see her sleeping in your courtroom and you felt the way about it, why not pull her into your chambers and find out why was she?
Right. Exactly. And
That's what
that's
you
like the
should.
logical thing to do.
Yeah, if it's a field trip, of course. It's not like they, like, what are you doing? Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, I don't know what school it was from, like as far as like
It was like a summer program
yeah,
type
yeah,
thing.
yeah. But I don't know if like the summer program was like for troubled teens
Oh,
or anything like
teens.
that. So
No, just something her mother enrolled her in.
yeah,
I guess
I
to,
know. But
give her give her some semblance of normalcy. Yeah, I guess to take your mind off of, you out here couch surfing,
yeah, yeah.
with your family, that type of thing. You try to make life a little as normal as possible. But yeah, he went definitely way too far, and for him to continue to hold that attitude,
Right.
that's the problem, and
Same
it
young
makes
man,
me it makes it makes me wonder.
mm, his overall thought process. But I mean, at this point right now, you expose yourself. Not only did you expose yourself, now you may have somebody looking into your, the cases that you have done and you've ruled over to see if
Hmm.
you've shown any bias
Right.
to the people in your cases now. All for what?
Yeah, I just thought that was real crazy.
Yeah.
Once you got into the story, I was like, what? Like, is she a troubled teen or what? It's like, no, she
Right,
just fell
right,
asleep. And then two teenagers,
right.
uh, um, they're up late, their patterns are off, their bodies are changing.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
The
very true.
court is boring as shit. Okay, and
Right. I mean,
it's
especially if
not
you're
like
not
what's
that
on
interested.
TV.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
If it's something you're not interested in,
yeah.
and then
And he just happened to go
everything,
because that's where we're going. This is where we're going today. It's like, damn, I thought we were gonna go to the pool.
right, right.
You know.
Some cases are interesting than others. You may get a case that's like watching paint dry. So I can
Yeah.
imagine it wasn't, you know, the most
But he did.
exciting.
He went too far. He went
Yeah,
too far because there was no need. First of all, we have a whole problem with the
oh,
handcuffing kids
yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
But to have her change,
Handcuffing,
I wouldn't have
body
changed.
slamming.
I wouldn't have changed shit. Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
If
but
I was that,
what
go
was
ahead.
the putting the jail clothes on for? Like this is what you're
That's
gonna be.
like I
This
was
is
said.
where
Like I said, power corrupts.
yeah,
Power
like
corrupts. And you know what? We didn't have a problem. It wasn't a real problem. The only
traumatized.
reason why I was there, I'm going to lock her up there. I'm going to, and he was threatening to keep her just for
Yeah,
sleeping.
just for
See,
sleeping.
that's the
Mhm.
whole thing. Now I'm surprised her mother. Well, I guess by the time her mother found out, they were probably trying to hush that shit
Of course, yeah.
too, because I know I don't know of any parent that would not have flew down there on her broomstick and whoop that ass. Okay, plain and simple. With something like that, it's like you have my child changing her clothes,
Right.
and you have her in handcuffs because she nodded out in the courtroom. You know how many people you see nod out in the courtroom? First of all, you're sitting with a whole bunch of strangers, you
Yeah.
know, and
Hey,
it's
Gemini.
usually uncomfortable. It's hot.
Yeah. Well,
The
it depends
cases are
on some.
boring,
Not
but
all of
I'm just majority of the time. I mean, It's either boring or dangerous, one or the
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
But now somebody's gonna now he may get hurt behind that.
Mm,
You know,
yep.
that's the real crazy part. But I couldn't get past it's like they they tend to take these liberties with our children,
Mm,
and then when it's one of us that do the same thing, when all he had to do was just remove her from the courtroom. If it was bothering you that much, just go sit outside.
right, right, right.
All
Mm.
that was not necessary.
Like
But if I
you,
was her mother, I'd have whooped his ass. It'd have been on sight.
like you wanted to make an example out of her for what? Her and the
Right,
rest of the kids,
right.
or
And
just that?
then have her peers. I guess he posed the question that
Right.
what what should the punishment be?
Yeah.
What kind of foolishness is that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'd have whipped his ass.
Oh,
He's still be on site.
yeah.
It
Always.
has still been on site. So I'm sure he has a guard out in front of his police officer sitting out in front of his home.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He won't be at work.
No.
And they'll probably definitely have to wait for that to kind of die down a bit.
Mm-mm-mm.
But that was just crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is indeed. Speaking of new and crazy things going on, there's a promising new drug that could help the fight against HIV. The Metro Atlantic has one of the most highest HIV rates in the world. Not in
Where's this at again? Where is this at again?
the world. The Metro Atlanta area, one of the highest HIV rates in the world. You do know
Y'all doing a
world.
y'all doing a lot. Y'all doing a lot of fucking down there.
A lot of fucking and bucking. Like that's crazy. And then don't get me wrong, some people come from other states and they go there because they have they go to the place where they can actually get the resources because sometimes in their state and they
Yeah. I was waiting for you to say something else. And they were like going to a convention or some shit. I don't know.
See, I wasn't going to say that. All I'm going to say is for to support.
What they doing? I don't know.
To support their,
we give it a bus trip.
They actually go down to these states because people do in New York too. They go to New York because the resources they can
because of the
resources
resources
better than they could in the states that they're in. So I can imagine a lot of people do that too, and they just flock to Atlanta. But to be the highest in the world, it's like, bitch, don't sneeze on me. Like, I mean, I know you can't get it from a sneeze, but highest in the world, it's almost like you could get it from looking at somebody. Like in the world, you know how many people in the world? Like,
But then they're all running down there like it's party time.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely playing Russian roulette with your ass, okay?
That too. Well, the drug is called Lenacapavir, something like that. It's an injection that you get twice a year.
Twice a year.
Twice a year that they're looking into this. So, of course, they talk again about how epic it is and how the numbers are through the roof. With the spread. And not only just gay men, because women are getting it too.
Yes, because these men are out here discovering themselves and they're jumping back and forth.
Yeah,
they getting everything. Yeah, because we gotta remember too. You have some men that they do anything. They do anything.
Right.
Your cute little dog's not even safe.
Right.
You got some of them.
Leave the dogs out of it. The dogs out of it. But yeah, truly, in all seriousness, yes, they are. And I mean, society has a part to play in that because, especially here in the States, we frowned upon people being free or open with their sexuality. It's always a thing, it's shunned. So, and of course, not that it's an excuse, because I think you should be a man or a woman and be able to tell your person, hey, this is what I do, this is what I like to do, and let them make the choice whether to rock with you or not. I think for you to be secretive and not be upfront, and possibly introducing things into a relationship or whatever shit you got going on that are life-threatening, life-changing is a problem. Right.
But I think too, it's that false with with PrEP and I can't remember the name of the other drug.
Whatever it
They
was. Yeah.
I've listened to grown folk talk about I'm undetectable. So I guess that figure that they'll say that we can still rock it real hard. You don't have to use any other contraceptives.
Right.
Um,
Because I
but
can't pass it on to you.
because I can't because my count is so low that I'm undetectable and I'm still out here busting it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, that's not the way it works because you're not going to keep up with going to the doctors and having yourself monitored to see, the simplest thing, a cold or stress can take you out of that safe zone, supposedly. It's just that you can't pass it on to somebody else. And I think that gives them that false hope that they can just go out here and
Fucking and
just,
bucking. That's fucking and bucking. That's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. But
yeah.
Hopefully, but I hope it's not the same with this new drug. Just as like, well, I had my second shot, so I'm good to go.
Right. So drug makers, they must do more tests though, but they have applied for the FDA patent to use it in the US, and this cost about like $42,000 per patent a year.
So y'all remember that when y'all go on these cruises?
I'm not.
You better pack some condoms and some dental dams and whatever else.
Not going there with you. Not even. So
be out there on the high seas.
So speaking of some conspiracies, like dun 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 kind of stuff, y'all remember Thomas Matthews?
Who?
What? You don't know who Thomas Matthews is?
He was my hero until he missed.
He should be up there with like Lee Harvey Oswald and shit. Well, for those of you who don't know, Thomas Matthew Crooks is the person who tried to take a shot or not shot at former President Darnell. His body gone now.
So disappointed. His what's gone?
His body is gone. The examiner tried to do an examination of his body, and it was out of here.
That's because he in South America now.
I said,
you can't make this shit up. This is a 8-episode. I can't go no more past 8. That's enough. This is just fucking crazy.
That makes no sense. Like, where did he go? Where did the body go?
Did we ever see pictures?
No.
I don't ever remember. No. I don't ever remember seeing pictures.
Not one picture. Just poof, gone. The examiner tried to do an examination of the body. The body was gone.
And the body was gone.
Now, why you just telling this story now is beyond.
Oh, because it's all quiet. Because everything's quiet now. Because probably somebody asked the question also.
Why are we not talking about him no more? Why we stopped talking about him to begin with? Because assassination, even if it's an attempt, is a big thing. They talked about that dude that took the 2 slugs at Reagan damn near shit. I was graduating elementary school. They were still talking.
Yeah, they were still talking about him. Mm-hmm.
You know, so I mean, I don't know. It screams set up to me, but you know, I'll let you
The whole
people,
thing is set up.
I'll let you people have it. But it's screaming set up more and more. That's why people ain't talking about it, because it really baffles me that nobody's really like, the former president was really almost assassinated. Wow, we need to really like pay attention to that. Everybody's like, nothing to see over here. Nothing to see. I'm okay. I'm a fast healer. Look, my ear is fine. Like, nah. You tried to set that up.
Because you know they would have autopsied him, dissected him. They would have taken his brain out, looked at his brain. You know how they
I
are.
was just about to say that they would have took his brain out. His brain is lighter than the normal person's brain. That's why he was able to do that, because he's crazy. He's a little loop.
Tested him for every drug under the sun, because they were going to find the excuse.
Or gave
you
him
know,
under the sun.
You know, they would have come up with some reason, but to find out you can't even do the autopsy, because it's like, well, where's the body?
Yeah, where's the body? It sounds like some black funeral. And who got the body? Is it Gilmore?
Yeah. I was waiting. Now that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for it. Say maybe 4 or 5 months later,
right?
They say they release the body to the family, which is odd. You know, they never. You never get, when something like this happens. You never have the body by next week. You're right. They do have it. We gotta wait for everybody to come up.
Right. Who got the body? It's still at the funeral home. We gotta wait for so and so next week. They get paid.
Not they get paid. Yeah, so they can release so you can release the body.
Yeah.
So what were they saying? They cremated him or something?
Yeah. That's what they were saying. But how you cremate the man without having him examined first? It's almost like you just took him, cremated him.
No, they still hold. They still. I mean, that's like burning. I mean, which it burning actually evidence. Is burning evidence. You're burning evidence. Now, I hate Darnell so much. That's what I do. He just introduces all this new shit. I don't want to be in his sick.
But that's the thing. It's not new though. It is just. It's like different. Washington does crooked shit different than like slimy New York. I wish I was a mobster. Right? They just do things differently. He just introduced how he does things to a wider audience, and then they kind of commingled. But then, of course, when he was president, he got to do all that, and after a while, Washington folks didn't quite like it, because hey, now you on my turf, you interrupted my, so you know that they had to cut those ties. But now it's kind of like I don't know. I think one don't want to tell on the other because they don't want to get busted. And real quick, because I forgot, rest in peace to Phil Donahue, you know, the first Jerry Springer talk show host to have the KKK on their show constantly to talk about, what are your feelings on black people? Why don't you like them? You know, y'all really about to fight. They about to fight in here. But yeah, that was that first introduction to kind of like the Jerry Springer type was Phil Donahue, and from Phil sprung Oprah, and you know, Sally Jesse Raphael, and
YouTube.
Yeah,
because of especially because of the type of guests that you would actually have on your show. Right. You saw them on there first.
Right.
You know, and then when the internet came along, shit, everybody could talk to just anybody. So
yeah.
So that kind of killed the sitcom. Now we got Jennifer Hudson and all of my little girls,
which I don't watch. But
no.
Now I don't know how I feel about this, because I really like this man. I really like him, and I know he goes at both sides, and I'm fine with that because both sides got dirt. But please help me understand, brother Cornel West. is trying to get himself on the ballot in Arizona for third party. And he's okay with it. Don't he? Like, I mean, people always talk about, oh, the Democratic Party using you. You don't know that they're using you, sir. You are well versed.
Mm-hmm. And a very intelligent.
Yes, very intelligent and intellectual man. There's no way you can't see that they're going to use you, put you on the ballot in Arizona to do one of two things: pull votes away, or put you on there to say, "Oh, look, it's can't count this. This is done illegally. This is illegal." So, for you to be okay with that, it is beyond me. Like, are we at an age where we just searching for something? Like, I'm confused. I was really confused by this.
What does he have, a gambling debt, or what kind of skeletons does he have?
That's what I was thinking. What's up? Like what's
that he needed some influx, because he's getting paid for it.
Yep. You ain't doing it out of the, just I just want to do it. No, there's no way. It's Arizona. Who you're on the ballot in one state. One state. And it just happens to be a state up for grabs that is literally purple right now.
Right.
Come on. But see, this is the thing that I don't get. Well, these new conservatives, I get it. But I'm talking about older conservatives that really believe in the actual Republican ideals. That's not how you do it. That was never how it was done. They chewed Ross Perot when he did it. They chewed his ass out all the way. He never ran again because he couldn't. Because they made sure of it. Once he did it and used his money to get in between it, never doing that again. So I don't know. Just real crazy. I don't know, Mr. West. I don't know.
Because he knows how the process works. That's why I really don't understand.
He had great issues with Barack Obama. Some I agree with, some I didn't. But the same with any other candidate. But I'm confused as to where in which now you okay.
And he knows how it works, So I think that's the thing that really gets me. It's like, how this process works. So why would you?
Child, them Russians just throwing that money around, and them people just taking it. They don't know what to do. I'll take it.
Hey, everybody broke. Everybody broke.
Damn. That goddamn COVID that fucked everybody's pockets up.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. But shit, they got all that shit dismissed. All them PPP loans.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of these people got PPP loans dismissed and whatever. They ain't got to pay nothing back, or if they had to pay something back, it's half of what they should be paying back. They got over. So it's like, you ain't getting on. You still hard up? What you over here doing? You've been tenured at Princeton for eons. You probably was tenured at Princeton when Michelle was going.
Yeah. But then too, for almost 2 years, he probably hasn't been able to go out on that out on the circuit to the discussions and things like that.
Yeah.
You pretty much freelance.
I don't know.
So you always have to look at the money.
Yeah,
always have to look at the money.
I was a bit saddened by that, but yeah, definitely.
I wasn't. I was in the very beginning when he first popped up. I was like, okay, it's interesting. Let's see what happens. But then, once you figured out that he could not get on half of the ballots in most of the states. It's like, why are you continuing to do this? You have no you're not going to win regardless.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it's like you fighting an uphill battle. Like, what are you doing this for? What's the purpose of this? You're not going to win. So, what are you doing right now? Are you purposely helping to throw this? For
Right.
what? Because my thing is, we're not even looking at, I'm looking at bigger picture. You vote for this man, then none of us can vote. If they get rid of voting rights, then we all can't vote unless we fit a criteria of having wealth or anything like that. So that knocks out. So then what are we going to do? Sit here and look at each other and be mad?
Yeah, and watch TV and YouTube.
If you can even do that, shit.
Yeah, because that shit might be gone. It may be gone.
Take your TV right on out of here. But here's some bright news, okay? Time Magazine honors, I hate when they be like a black boy, honors this young man for creating a soap that could treat skin cancer. What's funny?
Because the first thing I thought about when I saw that article was if you just wash your goddamn legs, you probably won't have skin cancer.
I mean,
if you wash your ass, you probably wouldn't have these skin ailments. If you stayed your ass out of the sun and not get scorched,
right, very true.
that type of thing. And that's the first thing I thought of when I saw it, and I had to giggle to myself. Because that's the first thing I thought about. It's like, you wash your ass. That would cut a lot of that bacteria down. You wash it on Saturday night, ain't cutting it.
But yeah, the young 15-year-old young man who hailed from Ethiopia has been honored by Time Magazine for creating a soap that could possibly treat and cure skin cancer. Yeah, so very interesting.
Yeah. I used it keeps him in moist.
Whatever. I think his name is.
Now you won't be able to pronounce that.
Buckley or something like that. Don't give me the line, but yeah. So shout out to the 15-year-old.
Right. Applause.
Invented time to create something that can change the world. Now, question is, will he end up like the rest of them doctors that was on that plane that had the cure for cancer in Brazil, and the plane was doing like this, looked like it got shot.
Oh, dropping out the sky?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Very much so. Very much so.
I mean, literally just dropped.
Literally looked like a shot out of the sky.
Like I said, ailments are, that's everything. It's about money.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. Very, very, very true. And I think that's it on my end here. Well, there was something else that I thought. Let's see if I can pull it up. Did it dark on me on this thing? Yes, it did. Okay, and I'm frozen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're kind of spotty though.
Yeah, and it froze for a second. I don't know. I'm still freezing. It looks like. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna.
That's because you're in that deluxe apartment in the sky. I can't get them waves up there.
Yeah, internet should be enough. Deluxe. Damn it. There needs to be no fuzzies or buzzies nowhere, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Hold on 1 second. Because Mr. Verizon, we gonna have a problem. You better get it together. Too much goddamn shit.
And right as you fussing, you steadily freezing.
Right. I think I'm good now. Am I good now? I think I'm good now. You see me? You see me? Okay, so I think that was just about it. I'm just going back and checking, making sure I didn't miss something. I know that. Oh yeah, I didn't feel like playing the the little clip you sent me, but the table with political commentators and the white woman, of course,
Oh
refused
yeah.
Call Kamala Harris by her name, and she literally said she'll call her what she wants to call her, and it's just like, how you
Oh,
gonna
I'd have
respect
grabbed her by her
disrespect?
fucking throat. I'd have grabbed her by her throat. I ain't
So
lying.
Dr. Dyson basically told her, which is very true, your refusal to call her by her name is racist. You
If she
knowing
could not pronounce her name, all she had to do was say Vice President Harris. That's all she had
that's
to do.
it. That's it. That's it. But like she said, you were like he said, you were making it a point to mispronounce her name and then say I'm gonna call her name or say her name or call her whatever I feel like calling her. No, you don't get to do that. Like that's crazy. But you do get to do that in the white supremacy bubble that you live in. I'm not. How could you say that? That is disrespectful. How do you call me racist? Because you are displaying it right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple. I mean, it's like seeing a man, a grown ass older gentleman, and calling him a boy. Same thing. I don't know what's so hard for you guys to get through your damn thick skulls. Like, it's the thing. They don't necessarily have to say the N-word anymore to be, like, why you always look for the shiny object to go, oh, there it is. It's like it's other ways of doing it. The way they Kamala, like,
It's not funny. It's old. Okay, it's old.
Been doing it. And at the end of the day, again, like I always say, vote for who you're gonna vote for. But if you choose to vote for her because of whatever reason, whether I mean, like I've always said too, they've been voting for their people that look like them. Nobody never really asked them, well, why did you really vote for so and so?
Thank you.
Why did you really vote for so and so? Nobody ever asked them why. But we always the ones, don't vote for her just because she's black. Don't vote for just because she's black. Just because. That's stupid.
All of a sudden, you would hold her up to a high standard because she's black.
We always do that. They did the same thing to Barack, and it's like, yo, why? Why do you do that? These sea of white folks for 40 some odd presidents, sea of white men. That's all they ever seen was white men. They didn't even have to care about what color the president was because he was always a white man, guaranteed. Bam.
Mm-hmm.
They could have done that
or pretending to be white.
Yeah. Right. Let's not talk about the 6 that are suspect. But they're able to do that without question. The minute we do it, it's like, oh, no. What you doing that for? Y'all fall for the okie doke all the time. First of all, it's not the okie doke. The problem is, in order to get somewhere in the system, you have to participate in it. It's just a fact. If you don't participate, they will remove you, and you will no longer have a voice. And then you know what happens? You get absolutely nothing. So you go from maybe possibly getting something here and there to absolutely square one, getting nothing. But you got to participate. It's like with anything. You can't sit there and tell yourself, oh, I'm a great, excellent swimmer. I love to swim. Have you been in the pool? No. Well, how do you know you can swim? Because I just know. It's like you got to do it. You got to participate. You have to be a part of the thing. Like, yeah, of course, we know they utilize, and both parties do it. They coming after y'all right now in the new Republican Party of Donald Trump. Where do you think these gold sneakers and all that dumb shit come from? Oh, let me put my mugshot up on there because they feel like my mugshot is selling. I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt because they like my mugshot. He's basically saying you're criminals and y'all fantasize in criminality and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll relate to these same kids that I was ready to execute for a rape that they didn't commit, right? It's the same ones I'm going to making AI posts with me sitting on the stoop with them looking cool. That ain't real.
Yeah, between that and the women,
Yeah, right.
you see that one too?
Yeah, with five.
And they all look alike. I say, what are they, quadruplets or something? They all look alike.
Right. I mean, just stupid. And you just
they playing you for stupid. They playing you for dumb.
He did a lot for us. People say, oh, well, he gave out stimulus checks. He did not. Like, it's not that hard. Y'all Google everything else. Y'all Google titties, penises, and buttholes, and trips, and everything else. And you can't Google the fact that a Democratic Congress gave out the stimulus checks. It's not.
Get tired of it with trips.
Because you can Google all this shit, but you can't Google, just type it in to find out for yourself. That's my problem. Find out for yourself. This is what this is all about. This is why I engage in this, just to find out for yourself. I'm not trying to force nothing down your throat, but find out for yourself really what's going on and really what your state is doing, what your state is not doing. Maybe that's why you feel the way you feel. You may feel like, oh, they're not doing nothing. Well, it may depend on your state. You'd be surprised what your state legislation pushes through and won't push through when you thinking, oh, that person in the White House got my back, and you in your state and you ain't getting nothing.
Nothing at all.
That don't come from up top. That come from right where you are. But of course, because they feel like if they teach civics in school, people will start learning. And then just irregular, I just don't get it. It's far too important not to pay attention to what's going on. It affects your everyday life. I know, like, as a kid, we would always be like, I don't know nothing about no goddamn trigonometry while I'm out in the street. Like, oh, I'm working and stuff. I ain't even going to ever do this. But this type of stuff matters. This type of stuff is your life. Like,
it affects you. It affects your children, your grandchildren.
Right. Your vote can change the world you live in. Like, this ain't a game out here. Putin is actually trying to change Europe all the way around. This is not, oh, we could just hold our breath for another 4 years. He's telling y'all what they're going to do to y'all reproductive rights. They're already doing it. This ain't something that, oh, well, if he get in, he might do it. He might not do it. These southern states are doing it right now. Right now. So
spreading like herpes, I tell you that much.
What are we waiting for? And if you think that whole, oh, if you vote for me now, you don't have to vote for me in another 4 years ever is a joke, you do know, again, those southern states that nobody speaks of, they've already pushed out voting rights almost back to the 40s. Got rid of polling places, made polling places in Black areas further away because they know they don't have transportation to get to those areas. They've shortened the time. They've done a lot of stuff on purpose. And the whole time we sitting over here looking at this shiny object over here, they just been got that through. And you worried about the big stuff. Yeah, the big stuff is important too, but this little stuff will get you first. Yeah. So just be mindful. Like it's really crazy out here. Really crazy out here. Why they focused on crowd sizes from one candidate to the other. he already got electors. The same shit he tried to do in
Mhm.
2020,
Yeah.
he's already set up to do it right now. He don't really even care if you vote, to be very honest, because in some of the states that he needed, he already got the people in line to do what he wanted the other ones to do in 2020. Find him the vote. So this is going to be a very problematic election if it's not a complete and utter landslide, well, something that they can't fix and find, like 11,000 votes, 12,000 votes. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem.
You're going to have the numbers.
Yeah, you're going to have to push out. She's going to have to. She's going to have to push out the numbers. And again, I'm not saying that this is going to be an easy thing. Because again, I feel like you should hold any person that you vote for accountable. If they're not fixing your street, get them bitches. But you got to be able to do it. You got to be able to go out there, go to your alderman, go to your city council meetings, and actually say something. Hey, look, I got this goddamn pothole in the middle of my street. And, I voted for you to fix it. You said you was going to fix it. Now get the shit fixed. Same thing. Same thing. If they're out here asking for your votes and cozying up and putting hot sauce in their bags so you can feel like, oh, they're one of us. Bitch, you better make sure they bring some chicken.
Tell them leave the potato salad at home. We don't want no raisins.
No, nobody wants no raisin potato salad. But like seriously, you have to hold these people accountable. You can't just vote and then just think, all right, we good. Like, no, it's a whole system here. And it's unfortunate that the others get to come here and work the system. Yes, that's because they're trying to garner their vote. Because they already know they will outnumber eventually and very soon. So they're trying to soak them up like they soaked up the poor white trash. At least you're not one of them. At least you're not one of them. At least you're not one of them.
Because you will find out how quickly other groups that are coming in, how quickly they'll be considered as white.
Yep.
They did it with the Italians.
They did it with the Irish.
Because they weren't considered as they were niggers. They were niggers back then. Niggers. Spick swaps and all the rest of that.
Yep.
And then they figured they could use the numbers, and it's pretty much like a reclassification. Then they became white.
They've been doing it.
It's either going to be like this. You're either going to have to do it at the polls, or you're going to have to be fighting in the streets. Literally, it's going to be one of those.
Or they'll have you on the poll. It'll be government mandated. Because if you don't think they about to use Jesus to have these people looking crazy and shooting people in the street.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, already said it. That person running for governor in, was it South Carolina, North Carolina, that fat black man? Talking that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Women shouldn't be able to vote. If he had his way, he would not let any woman vote. And literally talking about killing folks. And again, you think,
but have you noticed that?
That who said they can't?
Have you noticed that in the because I've seen it on a couple of different platforms where now people are getting to the point where after the what is the last the young lady Massey that was killed in her home with the police officers, it's they're like, when will we have enough of just saying we want justice with the marching and all the rest of that? Just go ahead and kill the cop.
Yeah, I
mean, but I'm actually hearing it more.
Right.
And remember how they would flag you for any little thing. You'd say, but it's starting to get out, and I'm wondering if the actual platforms are pushing it they're kind of like leaving their hands off of it a little bit, just to kind of egg it on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that. You can definitely see that. But even if you look at like the history of how that even with like the Black Panther Party, and then how that was the thing. Like, if you kill one of us, we're gonna kill one of y'all's, and then gun legislation came right in. They were like, oh, nope, we got to clean this up. Y'all can't be walking around here with guns. That's not what it's not what we want here. And all of a sudden, there was a strict thing on Black people with guns and Black ownership of guns and all this kind of stuff. So it's always been a regulatory thing of keep them at bay. Now it's like, well, how much more? Because the marching and the vigils and having Al Sharpton drag his old ass all around the United States every time something like this happens, it's not helping. And I get it. You may help pay for the funerals and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, what purpose is it serving but giving you screen time and giving what's his name, who talks a lot better nowadays?
The lawyer.
Trump, yeah. The lawyer Crump, giving him giving him more access to then be around here grabbing up these cases, and then of course going for big dollar rewards for the the mistakes of these law enforcement officers and getting big money. Now, why we've been marching since the civil rights movement. And still getting beat over the head, mind you. Like marching.
Yeah, well, it's a different animal now. We're dealing with a different animal. Back then you could kind of play to some of the sympathetic people, but you can't anymore because these people have infiltrated everything. Police department, fire department.
I am too, a little bit. I am. Because now they look at him as like the Rosa Parks of, so she's tired of.
Oh yeah.
And then now they look at him like the Rosa Parks. I mean, of course, because everybody kind of like falling off. I mean, they had poor Jesse Jackson up there. I don't know if he knew he was even there or not, because sometimes he looked like he was lost and he didn't know where he was. But it's just time for something different. It really is time for something different.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, and it's going to have to happen. You're going to have to start having. You get more respect. Yeah. I remember when up in New York, and they were up there, killing police officers. Yeah. And they would just do it, but remember it was random. It wasn't a certain particular. Now they had certain ones that I guess the areas that they worked in that they knew that were problematic that they were going after. But then it got to the point where any of them that were wearing a uniform were target, and they were like, "Hey, wait a minute, that type of thing. Let's back up a little bit. This is getting out of control." Mm-hmm. It's like it's been out of control a long time ago.
It has, because there's no repercussion for the officer.
Right. And not when you're protected. As soon as the officer commits the crime, he's automatically protected and getting paid.
Right. The victim is still victimized. The victim then becomes the criminal, and it's like, how'd that happen?
Yeah, it really bothers me now when I hear people talking about I want justice. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. There is no justice. Yeah. Because people's lives are drastically now changed. All I want is vengeance. Mm-hmm. That would make me feel better. I'm serious. That's how I am. It would make me feel better.
Right.
I would have no problem if something happened to someone that I loved. I don't want them to sit behind bars.
Right. Yeah, no, I get that. That makes sense.
You still get to live your life out. Live out your life and appeal. Okay.
Yeah, right. and keep appealing. So while
and
all this
keep
is going
appealing.
on, and you thinking,
Right,
oh,
an eye for an eye.
and you think, oh, this is over, we're done and good. You know, the Al Sharptons go away, TV cameras go away. You know what's happening right now? Every day they going before the judge to appeal that verdict that everybody was in the street shouting for, everybody was praising, like George Floyd's killer. Every day. Every day. He was doing it so much that the judge said to his lawyer, you want more time? Stop coming to me with this goddamn appeal every week.
Every week. Good evening, everybody in the chat. I'm sorry, we into it.
But yeah, every week he was doing it. So, you know, it's like, please don't trip and think these people are taking their punishments that are well deserved, you know, smoothly, because they're not. They're not. They asking for overturnment and stays every day, every single day, every single day.
I mean, just look at the young lady. Say again, the young lady that was killed down in Florida and home by the police officer. By the time that officer got to where he, you know, when they took him back to arrest him,
right,
they were already working on how to keep him out. They were working on keeping him out.
Right.
The same body cam and everything. And they're working on keeping him out.
Yep. Yeah, because at the end of the day,
I just say, you know, people really need to think about street justice. It has its place. You know, unfortunately, we can't be the game all the time.
That's true.
I have no problem with revenge. Like I said before, I really don't.
I always say the movies are just prefaces to what's really going on, or the thoughts of people, that like the Hunger Games and all that. What's that other one? The Purge. All that is, you know, we staring down the barrel of a purge moment. Just something to justify people letting their anger out without being charged, and being able to do that, and it helps cut down on the, you know, the population you don't like.
Right.
That can't afford to get the same kind of ammunition, guns, and things that you have in your home, same kind of security you may have. I mean, it's a given. It's a given.
Yeah, but you don't need high tech either.
No,
look at the Koreans. Look at the Koreans. Ate the Americans' ass up. Them motherfuckers had sticks and twigs. Sticks and twigs.
Let me laugh. Yeah, sticks and twigs and explosives.
And explosives. That's right. But always keep in the back of your mind
sticks and twigs,
that you may have to hurt somebody.
Yeah, no, very true. Very true.
You know, then that way you don't have that 5-second delay.
I think everybody should have some training. You should have some.
Yes. But if you don't have the mindset to do it, that's like if somebody breaks into your home and it's like, are you going to just stand there and be the victim and scream? Or are you going to be like grandma? You ever wonder why grandma has shit stashed all over the house? Because she knew that she may not be able to run, maybe not be able to move, but she does have a home field advantage. This is her home. Right. She knows that she got that little Saturday special.
You're gonna take them motherfuckers out of here.
That's right.
Motherfuckers with her.
That's right. Had knives and shit stashed and taped underneath damn tables and shit. Yeah. You know, and I used to think that shit was crazy. It's like, you know, I'm in here by myself, baby, but he ain't coming out. I was like, what else you gonna do? What else you gonna do to him, Grandma? I don't know. I might have my way. But anyway,
I wish you reach their hand and hit hijack. Yeah. Like, what the hell? Chop their head off. So,
right.
That's crazy. But it is really, really crazy.
But it is, yeah. You know, you can't be the victim.
Yeah. No, definitely not. Definitely stand in your power. So, all right. Now that we're done with that,
Yeah, talking murdering people and shit. We good to go.
right. So now that we're done with that, we can move on to who said that. Let's go.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who has been saying that? Who said that? Who said that?
I gotta get the mic for this one. Now listen, there's a lot going on around here, and apparently people have a lot to say, and I'll talk about that in a second. But what I want to talk about first, because it was, I saw it, I watched it, and I saw it, and I was like, who's stalking you? Who is attacking you? Who's threatening you? And to do what? And why? So Lady Nika claimed that she has a stalker, and she was asking for funds for security. Yeah, you see that face you made? That's the face I made too. My whole body made that face. And I said,
Lady Nigga, you better start taping some shit underneath.
say that again. Lady Nika. Lady Nigga.
Lady Nika. Lady Nika.
No, more like Lady
You
Nigga.
better start taping some shit to them and stuffing shit under the mattress and your sofa.
Well, first of
That's
all,
what you better do.
if somebody is stalking you and you have what is known by the French as a fiancé, then where's your fiancé during this stalker situation?
Or is he stalking you? Is this sex play? What is this? Is it like a sex thing?
I don't know what this is, but whatever it is, why are you asking for funds for security? You got children.
How many children she got?
I don't know, but she got a few motherfuckers. You got children. Why are you asking people for funds for security? Like this whole month, it's
No, but I have the one question. Why?
Answer it.
Why are they stalking her?
Who are you asking?
I was asking you. That's I was waiting for you to say what she had. I was waiting for you to say she had some dirt on somebody. It had to be some real damning stuff.
No, maybe they like her Harriet Tubman voice. I don't know.
I hate you so much.
You know when she start talking, it's like
stop.
Somebody stalking me, y'all. Y'all's come help me. They stalking me.
Stop.
How you know he was stalking you? Because of my panty drawer was open. My panty drawers was open, y'all. And when I went in the shower, my panty drawers was closed. And I came out the shower, it was open. Who would want to touch your panties, girl? I don't know. Somebody wants my panties.
I'm missing my Thursdays.
Massa want my panties. Just crazy. I just don't know. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm not buying it. Now, granted, I get it. School time is coming if it's not already here.
Yeah, you do have to look at the timing.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's the timing. You gotta watch the timing with these people. So school season has approached, right? The spaceship cross-eyed lady already did a back to school drive, right? Where she got some and whoever else she donated got a little something too. They already done that. So she can't do another one of those. She got to find something else. And
so it's a stalker.
But then who going to school? Your big ass ain't going to school. You ain't going to school. Your kids grown. They ain't going to school. Who's going to school? The grandbabies. So yeah, all right. You getting some money to get the grandbabies some school clothes and school supplies and stuff. But why not just say that? Why not just say that? Why you got to say that somebody is stalking your old Sojourner Truth looking ass out here? Ain't nobody stalking you. Nobody's stalking you. It's okay. Nobody's stalking you. That's a lie. That's a lie
again, but why? But why? You have to think. Think logically, people. Why?
I mean, I know school season is approaching. Somebody wants some Jordans or something, you know.
Say spaceship cross-eyed. Yeah.
I just don't. It just don't make sense. Like, stop. Like, because the problem with this, what's gonna happen is eventually when some real shit happen to you, people are not gonna want to give, and then you're gonna get real mad because people gonna give you the ass to kiss. Like, yeah, of course, your core supporters, they'll support you regardless of whatever bullshit you see. They supported Brianna, her wearing that fucking dress with breasts on it. Them breasts was on her throat. They was up here. I said, what kind of dress is that? Why are you wearing that? I'm wearing that in public. Like, see, but that means you don't have no friends. Because your friends would tell you, true friends would tell you, man, don't put that on. Don't you dare. Don't you dare walk out of here with that. The breastplate is up here on her throat. It's supposed to be on your breast. It's a breastplate.
A plate.
Not a plate of breast. Not a plate of breast. A breast.
That's where we had the confusion.
Yes, that's where she had the confusion. She thought it was a plate of breast, but no, it's a breastplate. It's supposed to, and it's a fitting dress. Now that's a whole nother thing. I'm not here to body shame. Whatever you feel good, you feel good. You feel good. Whatever. But there's certain things like, if you got little extra things that hang low and drop and droop, body fitting stuff. Definitely not your. No.
No,
because it accentuates
shows more.
Right,
it shows more attention to you.
All your udders and things you got going on. So you out here looking like an old dairy cow in a form-fitted dress. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do that. And I get it. You big sexy or you sexy big or whatever it is, and you feel like you're gonna emote this confidence because you faking it till you make it, right? So you're gonna emote this confidence until you actually feel confident, right? But the reality is just this: if you actually do the work, you'll get the results you want to see. Because I think mentally you think of yourself, as this slim person. Right, so it's like if anybody read The Bluest Eye kind of situation, Toni Morrison, one of my favorites. It's that same concept. When you look in the mirror, you see something that don't look like you at all, and it's a reality that you need to face. Right now, you need to be wearing muumuus. You need something with some rhythm and some movement and some breathable, something breathable. You can't. You're chafing. Okay? You're chafing. And you got nerve to have on a tight-fitted, form-fitted dress. But come on. I'm not buying it, people. I'm not buying it. Like, really stop. Cut the shit. You are chafing. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got people walking around hungry because when you walk by, they smelling bacon and pork bits and all this kind of stuff. And it's you. And they're like, God damn, what's that barbecue? It's you, bitch. That is you. Roasted pig. Just roasted.
You can always blame it. It is summertime, so
but
most people are barbecue. Most people are barbecuing.
But that's extra. It's hot. It's August, right? You need to be
Hey, Virginia Rainbow, how you doing, baby?
You need to be wearing everything with ventilation and something that can breathe. You don't need nothing form-fitting on all of them spaces and crevices and things that you have. No, it's just not healthy right now. Like, again, we all watch My 600-Pound Life. We know what happens when they be pulling up them heavy bellies and shit, and you see all that darkness and all that discoloration and sores and sometimes maggots and shit. Girl, no, don't play. Don't play. That'd be real fucked up. You talking about your man. Who is going down there? Who the fuck is going down there?
It don't matter when you got a lot of creases.
Oh God, the smell. It would be ridiculous. But yeah, so nonetheless, yeah, cut that shit out, girl. Put on a muumuu. They have nice ones that got a nice color to them. I even let you put a belt on the bitch. Put a belt on, but you need to always have something flowing and moving. Just not that house dress you walked out of that carry out with. That wasn't a good look. You look quite homely with that. You look like you ordered Uber Eats and they didn't come get your food. They didn't deliver your food, so you got pissed and you had to go get your food yourself. That's what you look like you had on. But I need you to, when you go out, yes, you can wear something flowing, not so form-fitting. You're not there yet. I know you want to be there, but you're not there yet. And I don't know how many more shots you got left or, whatever, because it looked like, speaking of shots, bitch, don't you ever get on here, eat another piece of chicken in your life. I thought I was watching National Geographic and a hippo eat some food. That piece of chicken evaporated, okay, in 1.2 seconds. And then she did this thing that I've seen, because I used to watch National Geographic and all that shit when I was a kid. When they eat their prey and they do like this jerk to make sure that the prey is dead when it's in their mouth, like an alligator or some shit or a hippo.
Or just like a quick shake or something.
Yes, she did it. She
Damn. You know what? You are going to fucking hell. You going to fucking hell. That's where you going.
I swear to God, you gotta see it. She did do it.
No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
She took the piece of chicken and dropped it in the mouth. Like, oh, it was like, oh. What the fuck are you doing? Damn, he was hungry. Yes, really, she did. I swear, just lovely, she did. She did. I'm not making that up. It was like, oh, and all this was like shaking. It was like a pelican. I was like, damn.
Oh, just gulped it on down. Is that like when those people down in Florida be walking those little cute dogs and the little crocodile grabbed the dog, and then before you know it, before you can even scream, he just swallowed the whole thing whole.
Just one big gulp, and just gone. You'd be like, God damn, where did it go? Where did the goddamn thing go?
Good evening, everybody coming into the chat.
Everybody.
This is the Wild Kingdom edition.
I thought I was watching The Lion King or some shit. I said, what part of this is that? What part of the movie is this? It was crazy. All I wanted to like, a wimbo. I just felt, I felt very in touch with my African roots at that moment.
No, you didn't.
I did. I really did. I felt like I was in a safari. I did. I really did. So yeah, please don't do that. Don't do that. No more. And I know why you did it, because King Roman was saying you don't chew, so you wanted to prove that you chew. So you was like taking these little dainty. No, she was though. She was taking these little dainty bites like that. And then I don't know what came over her. Maybe she forgot, and she just was like, "Fuck this shit."
That's called a primal instinct. That's what that is.
And it just went crazy. And I said, well, God damn.
Wow.
Ooh.
Did she eat the gristle?
Everything. Wasn't nothing left. I'm surprised she didn't chew on the bone. It was nothing left. She inhaled the skin, the meat, and everything. Anybody that knows me personally knows I only really eat chicken breast. I really don't eat chicken wings. I only eat a chicken wing if I have to, like if it comes attached. And then even that, I'll pick over, because I don't like veins and all that shit. I don't do all that shit. It was like, I felt like every chicken bone I ever had in my life, I could just pass it to you, and you could just, like I used to do to my dog when I was younger. Like, here you go. Here you go. Take that. It was just clean. It was
clean. Leave nothing.
Nothing. Not a vein. Nothing. It was sparkling. I would just never seen a sparkled chicken bone in my life. I was mesmerized.
Oh my
goodness. Really was. Computer, stop. I was mesmerized. I so was mesmerized. Ooh, but enough about that. Chicken bone. Goddamn chicken bone. Huh? You want to know what's in my glass? Oh, this today has been brought to you by what is it? Whatever it is, it's mango, but it's some kind of sparkly wine stuff. I think I had it last time. But it's mango. It's pretty good. It's not bad. But it ain't nothing to get. It's not. Don't blame it on that because it ain't that. I was really
that was in his heart. That didn't come out the glass. That came out the heart.
That really wasn't my heart. I was just mesmerized by I can't even get the words out. That's how it was just like, oh, what the fuck is that? But anyway, so on to some other things. So
he said, did the bone make whistling sounds?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't hear the sound, but I'm sure it did. I'm sure it was like whistling and it was like a wishbone type deal. I was just surprised. That's all I can say.
But real quick, talk about the Lady Nika thing. That's one thing about the beef sector that I love. It keeps me up to date on all the scams and bullshit that's out here in the real world. Because when I hear some of this shit, I was like, I ain't never heard no shit. I'm being stalked, so I need to get some security. So can y'all send me some cash app? Every fucking 6 months they come up with something new.
Something. Like,
oh my God.
Who are you getting to do security for you? Why do you need security when you got a restaurant?
always scamming somebody. It's like new scamming a month. It keep you on your, it does keep you on your toes.
Yeah, you have you had restaurants, horses, all this stuff. Why don't you liquidate some of those assets and get your?
She has horses.
Mm-hmm. Horses and some restaurants.
Are the horses in the restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Does it meet in the restaurants? Because we used to have we up here off of Park Heights used to have a Chinese restaurant. They used to serve cats and dogs. I'm not lying. No lie. No,
I think this is more like My Little Pony horses.
Or little short ones. What do you do with them?
No, My Little Pony horses.
Oh, that's net. The little plastic. I'm gone. I'm out of here. I done had enough. Good night, y'all. My Little Pony. What's she doing? I was like, what's she doing with a horse? What do? They vibrate? I
don't know. But she have horses, so
she got to protect them. So y'all make sure y'all donate so she can have a security system for My Little Ponies.
I'd say liquidate some of them things and get yourself some security. I say, why not keep it all in-house and hire your family to do your security?
Yeah, that's true.
Why shouldn't your fiance be your security?
He eat there, don't he?
Oh, the vision I just had of that.
Hey, you know what? All right, next.
Okay, so hold on, I didn't admit it.
It's nasty. This is nasty.
You said it. That wasn't me. You said it first. Oh wait, it came back. Oh God. Okay, I think I feel better now.
That is gross.
So anyway, so moving right along with Duchess Kelly Love, and of course, Mother Gorilla is going back at it.
Yes, I saw that today.
And Mother Gorilla is really out here thinking, he's hot shit. We really think he's Mighty Joe Young out here. He is really King Kong. He is really running the girls in the zoo. So I don't even know how it started. I guess Kwani had said something in regards to James or Duchess kind of love or whatever. And of course, as always, he's always lurking and watching in a bush somewhere or in a tree or whatever gorillas climb. I don't know. Do they even climb?
I don't think so.
But whatever. So then they start going back and forth.
Yeah, they do climb each other.
Who's climbing that? Oh, don't make me sick again. I just got over. Don't make me sick again. So, yeah, Duchess Kind of Love was sitting up there showing monkeys and stuff like that. But where he got spot on, though, really where he got spot on is these hands, them hands. That
Yes,
man. Oh God, can we say no black knuckles? No black knuckles. No black knuckles. There's all one complexion, all one skin.
Sonya said yes, they climb.
No black knuckles.
Like I said, each other.
But nobody wants to climb that though.
It's a little monkey business.
But yeah, he really got some old monkey ape hands. And you can't fix those. You can't put no makeup on those. You can't fix them. That is to the bone. That's to the bone. But yeah, so if check out Duchess Kelly Love new channel, because of course every time he says something, they strike him. So
Strike his channel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but that's
I was looking at that. I was like, oh shit, this is a new channel. Oh, this is the emergency backup channel. You know,
that's
looking
the
at
backup on the backup. That's like
like
backup on the backup. But yeah, and that's crazy because it's like if you can dish it, then you should be able to take it. You should not knock somebody's channel because you know they're giving you the same work that you gave them. And granted, don't get me wrong, within a month or two, he'd be back over there talking about something, mother, you know, cozying up or whatever. But you know, I feel like if it's at that moment where y'all going back and forth, let the man go back and forth. Stop knocking his channel. Stop knocking the channel because you feel away. Let's see. Other than that, anything else? Okay, so real quick, I don't know too much about the Dovey situation with the K-Fit and all that, and the son talking and all that stuff. But my whole thing is this, right? And this is just from a person, you know, on the outside looking inside a little bit. Most of these people always talk about other people's children, right? And it's almost very selective in the outrage of if it's somebody that people like a lot, then it's, oh, why are you talking about their kid? Their kid don't do nothing on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. But somebody else will sit there and curse, you know, not only the person out, but the kids out and everything else. And it's like, crickets. Oh, because she said something first or whatever. And it's just like, no, keep that same energy for everybody. If you're going to jump on one person for talking about somebody's kid, jump on everybody who does it. Don't be selective and go, oh, I'm not going to jump on her because I kind of like her or, you know, she has a larger following, but I'll jump on this over here for doing that. Don't do that because that's so whack and that's so weak at this one. Like, don't do that. Keep the same energy for everybody. If y'all don't like that big bitch over there talking about the other big bitch's kid, say that. If y'all don't like mush mouth over here talking about the other lady's kid, then say that too. Don't be all, well, you know, oh, that's Miss Dovey. Because I never understand what she be saying. Because she be like, motherfucker. I'm like, calm down. When she's not excited, we're all good because I can understand what she's saying. When she start getting excited, get in order, motherfucker, get in order. That's all I hear. Everything else be like, can I get a translation? Can I get a
say, well, you know, you don't have Google, you got Apple. Use your translator on your phone. Don't Apple come up one?
Yeah, but that's
Oh,
the thing.
okay.
I just never think about it.
You got to
That's,
set it for
that's
mumbles.
yeah,
You just say, hold it
that's
right
a
on up.
good
You're gonna
thought.
say, oh, okay, I see exactly what you're saying. Just
Good
hold it
thought.
right
Good
on up.
thought.
Mhm.
Because I'd be lost. I'd be like, I don't know who she arguing at, but this, that, and the other. But yeah, my whole thing. Stop with the bias. You mad at one person for doing it, but you're not mad at the other. Granted, like I've always thought, children should not be mentioned, period. If we're all adults and we're going back and forth with adults,
Mhm.
why the fuck are the children even mentioned?
Yeah,
Even
and this is the way that you play, because
right,
this is obviously what it is. This is how you play.
but I mean, even if the mother is a bad mother, you know what I'm saying? Still keep it on the
Mhm.
mother. You can talk about plenty of her non-parenting mothering skills. Then need to bring the children ain't asked. They ain't even asked to be a part of that goddamn family, let alone be a part of this goddamn. They ain't asked to be a part of that shitty ass family. So I mean, it's like, damn, the children can't win for shit. Leave the children,
Mm.
like they used to say, no. How I can't do it like QB used to do it. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. I used to
Mm,
be like,
mm,
is this
mm.
a Sally Struthers commercial? Because he used to be saying,
Mhm.
enjoy, leave the kids alone. I used to be like, for pennies a day, you could feed that child. So yeah, just cut it out. Cut it out with all that. Like again, keep the same energy. Right. So moving past that, I think that's all I got. So now we're gonna talk about the whole situation, right? So apparently Sean last night, because I was there, but then I had an event to go to. So I was listening for a bit, then I, went to life. Um and mentioned that we will be in Vegas, but not in Vegas, right? Uh, and no slight to anybody else. We was kind of tagging along in our guys trip situation, so we kind of got tangled in other people's situation, but that's fine. You know how to chew gum and walk at the same time, or semi walk, or whatever uh, you do. So that's that. Now I didn't watch Demetria Litt's all day situation, but I did see her title, and she said he finally got some flunkies or some something to hang with, something she said, and it was just like flunkies. Now what? I felt like that Nene. Now, why everybody else get dragged into it? Like, first of all, one, he never said nothing. He didn't say nothing to you or about you. So the why even go there? But then two, to kind of like draw in whoever flunkies you was talking about. Um, I ain't never had no beef with you at all. Um, but I'm just like, flunky. I was like, well, how many things have you flunked? Like your sobriety, flunked. Your life, flunked. Raising kids, flunked. Um, your life in general, a flunk. So my advice to you, honey, would be to focus on your life, right? And don't worry about what other people are doing. Focus on you. As you like to say, lit lane, stay in yours. Your lane, that is. All right? Just stay there. Um, because ain't nobody like, everybody just doing their own thing, right? Doing their own thing. You could have just been like, oh, he found somebody to go on a trip with, or he going on a trip, or he doing whatever, or not mention the man at all. But for some reason, y'all love mentioning this man. But then y'all always talk about how he's shady and doing shit and all this other stuff, but y'all always bringing the man up. Why? It blows me. Like, why the hell do you guys always bring his name up? It really like, but then I don't watch him. I don't like him. Could have fooled me. Shit, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell at all. But anyway, yeah. So that's the news. We'll be in Vegas, and who all will be in Vegas? I don't know. I don't care. I pay for myself and my flight. That's all I care about. That's it. If other people happen to be there and I happen to see other people, that'll be great. But am I concerned about who's going to be there? No, not at all. Not at all. And I hope everybody has a good and safe time, right? So that means don't be going out here throwing your clothes off, running around the streets trying to get viral, because you will when you get popped. All right. So don't do that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he's the name that pays. I guess was a lot of them. But it's like, give it up already. Give it up. Because the minute he comes out and says something to you and addresses you, then all of a sudden it's an attack. It's an attack. A man attacking a woman, a gay man attacking a woman, all this other kind of narrative y'all flow with. But y'all always picking till he actually says something. Then when he does it, it's all he went too far. Oh, he shouldn't have said that. Well, bitch, stop. It's just that simple. Stop. Because y'all always do that shit. Like, people just can't be friends and have friendships. I'm sorry that y'all friendships don't work because y'all don't know how to be adults, right? And be genuine people, always trying to have a back motive or a reason to do stuff. But no, there are actually real genuine people out here if you take the time to get to know them, right? And stop believing what other people say about how other people are, and you don't even know nothing about them your damn self. You going off of what somebody else's perception was. And yeah, that may be true for that individual because that individual is a shitty individual. But it's not true for everybody else. Shit. Yeah, so get to know people for yourself, right? Try that. You'll do better in life. Truly. Seriously. You'll do much better in life. You'll be able to stay in your lane. Yeah, so but that's all I got. So yep. And you already know I'm not recording nothing.
Oh, you're not recording anything?
Nope.
The lies you tell.
I'm not recording nothing.
It's gonna be locked in the vault, ain't it? Yeah, I know it is. Oh, you taking that extra phone with you? I know you are. If you don't, I got several.
I always take my extra phone, but no, whatever happens. No, I'm sure we'll have a good time, but no, I'm not, because I think it just takes away from just the experience.
Yeah, just having a good time. Yeah, because now you feel obligated that you have to report some shit.
Right.
Now, if you get real good shit, like,
but that's what I'm saying. Now, I will say, if it really starts to pop off, we will be. We may have to do a little investigative reporting, but I don't expect or suspect that anything will be popping off. I'm sure that.
I'm sure something's gonna happen. There's be some popping.
Everybody's event will go well, and everything will be peaceful, and there will be no shenanigans. Right?
Oh, there will be shenanigans.
That is my hope. Okay, that is my hope.
Just make sure that phone is charged and you got enough room on that memory card.
Okay, I just got new ones. Fresh. Okay. But no, I don't. Yeah, I'm sure everybody.
Now we are expecting high quality images also. So please, high def.
Yeah, no, we don't do cheap shit around here. So yeah,
he said, "Please and thank you."
may get a picture or two, but I'm never in the video.
Oh
But like
no,
I said, if something
we want sounds. We want nice volume, clarity. You know, hold widthwise. we want we want landscape. Okay,
should I get a camera crew? Maybe I should get a
Huh?
camera crew. Maybe I should get the
That'll
whole
work
camera.
too.
Oh,
As long
okay.
as they get on the same, they get those. Pay for the flight. They can pay for their own meals and lodging. I mean, because it is work. You can't write it off.
It's poor people around. They don't have money for their lodgings.
You can get Wiley. He got all that equipment over there now.
You gotta make sure he's medicated. You can't.
Yeah, only if he has his medication.
That's a liability.
Well, he need to start taking it now because it takes a while to build up.
He need an IV. He needs an IV. Just push it around. Just push it. Just put it in a bag or something.
He said, "Hold the camera steady, please." Yeah, not
just not.
all that herky jerky make everybody motion sickness.
Oh, you almost made me spit. Stay still, damn it. But yeah, no, I can't. But yeah, so that'll be that. Yeah, just traveling, and then I'll be jet setting for a while, for a couple of months, and then I'll be settled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they say before wintertime
December
settles in.
Yeah, by December, I think.
Good. Get out there and see America while it's still left.
Right. But yeah. But other than that, I think that's it. That's all I got. DNC is happening right now. I am missing probably Michelle or Mr. Obama himself because they started early, because last night they went over. And so this night they started 2 hours earlier so they could end on time. Everybody gets ample time to, I guess, say their speech or whatever. Yesterday it was decent. I mean, it was definitely a love letter to good old Joe. Thought was well deserved. He even teared up, which I thought, I was like, oh. When he spoke, I didn't know. I mean, I knew that his and Vice President Harris were close, but I didn't know they were that close. Like, he promised his son that he, look out for her and all that stuff. So it was really touching to know that they were really that close, and he always had a thing for her. You're going across, of course, but of course I am going across the pond. Of course, me not go across the pond, absolutely ridiculous. I can't wait. I'm scared of the food though, but I can't wait. Of course.
You better learn to eat some meats.
No, not eating. Speaking of eating meat, pause, as New Yorkers said. Went to a birthday dinner last night. Shout out to one of my god nieces. It was her birthday yesterday, and the restaurant's called Continent DC. Very nice place as far as the ambiance of the place. Food, however, now it could have been because it was late, and maybe I'll give it that. But I wasn't that impressed. Not for the amount. I'm like, is this paid for this decor in here?
Yeah.
I was
last night you did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't given stellar. Although I chose an option of no meat because it's an African delicacy kind of restaurant, and sometimes they do a lot of stuff with beef broth and bone and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, no, I ain't even gonna do it to y'all, because I'll be sitting there and be like, now what's this cooked in? Is this cooked in this or this? So I'm like, nope. So I just saw a vegetarian, and I was like, "Oh, I'll go with that option." I say all that to say because everybody had issues like with their meat. Most people was like, "It was too much fat. It was this. It was that." And I had some like bean and corn soup stuff with some sauteed spinach and some jollof rice. Jollof rice, not so much. I mean, maybe if it was like fresh, maybe so. But you could tell this was like there. So it was like get the rice out the thing. It's late. Get the rice out the thing. So that wasn't so great. The sauteed spinach was really good. And
That's unusual because I don't care what culture it is over there. All the motherfuckers and that jollof rice. That's all they talk about. You ever had jollof rice? It's like we make the best.
Right. So that's what I was hoping for. But no, not so much. And then on the seasoning side, I've always been told like Africans and other ethnicities definitely season very, very well. But then I'm thinking, there's DC, and there was a few saltines in there. So right. Because not to mention that some of them was like, oh, when they first came in there, they was jamming, they was playing like the Afro beats and all that kind of stuff, and then all of a sudden they went from that to like Miley Cyrus, and everybody was
no, they didn't. No, they did not.
What the hell is going on? And then
I'd had to go. Because that's like part of the ambiance that goes along with it.
I mean, it is. They got African pictures everywhere, like either people in African garb.
Yeah, but no fucking Miley Cyrus.
But no,
her nasty ass self. I don't care.
But this is the funny part, though. We look over and we see Peter Parker and Jane, and we like, really? And they literally let all that alternative stuff play until they left, and then once they left, they went.
It came back. Oh, that.
I said now.
Oh, I had to pull up somebody. What the fuck is this?
Now,
I come here for the whole package.
Right. Like, but
if I wanted to hear Miley Cyrus, I'd have went to Chick-fil-A. Okay.
Exactly that part, and it would have been a hell of a lot cheaper. Now, I will say the drinks are good. Drinks are very good. Top tier on the drinks. But I do know why they do that. Get you drunk enough so when you eat the food is lackluster. You don't know anyway because you too damn twisted. Because the drinks was really that good. I had Oasis of Africa, really good. It was like a coconut cream situation. It was blue. It had a lot of alcohol in it, which is definitely a go for me because I can't stand a sweet drink. All I taste is Kool-Aid. I cannot. I was like, you better take this back and put a shot or something in it because I don't want to taste Kool-Aid. I'm not paying $13, $14, $15 for Kool-Aid. I'm not doing that. So go fix this. But yeah. You want to? I don't know what that is. What is that? I don't know what that is, but yeah. So that was that on that. Then I came home and I was gonna, talk about it a little bit and go live real quick, but I didn't really. I had to go back and watch a lot of the stuff that I missed. It was nice to see Hillary waddle her ass out there and get her little moment. But a part of me always thinks, how does she feel to be like one of the closest white woman to get there? Because Geraldine Ferrara was before her.
For her, yeah.
But to get there and not get there and hear this, hear this black woman come, and it's all this kind of like, how do you feel? I guess you probably feel bad about them comments you said early on.
Yeah, I agree. So she probably thought about all the shit.
Yeah.
That's why you listen to your inner voice sometimes. You have to censor yourself.
Yeah.
Because it'll tell on you. It'll tell on you later on.
Right. I was wondering through her whole speech, how does this feel? Or did you go for another cabinet position as the Secretary of State again? I don't know. It was quite interesting. But I will
She
be
was
catching.
definitely she was definitely qualified. And she's definitely qualified.
No. She was indeed. But I was just curious. I
Yeah,
wonder.
but if a motherfucker don't like you, you ain't getting it. That's all it boils down to, no matter how or what your qualifications are.
That part. But I don't know. My hope is the same shit y'all did to Hillary. Y'all do the reverse for this woman, so y'all can
Yeah.
keep your bodily autonomies in order. Because
Yeah.
don't nobody want that. And
Yeah,
two,
don't
also,
everybody get excited. Don't get
right.
excited. Because you
And
know these white
also,
women,
it's
betting
funny.
them bitches fraudulent. they'll they'll holler kumbaya and shit, and
Right.
they'll go run
Or
right
where the
back to the
kente
husband.
cloth. Right. Or
We
where the
got him,
kente cloth.
Steve.
Right. Psych. Got you, bitch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, and real quick, to check out something funny, you want to have a good laugh. Kwani is a fool. Kwani is foolish. I just want to let you know that right now, Miss Kwani, you are a plum fool. Okay. She was basically talking about James, of course, Gorilla Man James, basically saying how he was gonna whoop Sean's ass, and it was like, well, if you was gonna whoop his ass, I can't do her voice, but you know how she talk. Well, if you was gonna whoop his ass, how come ain't nobody know you was around the corner from him until years later? I said, oh, good point. Like, cause if I was around the corner from somebody I hated, I loathed, I'd knock on the door. And I said, me too. I'd be like, hey bitch, I'm here. You didn't knock on the door. You wanted him to come to you. But you ain't even call him to say he was around the corner. It's like, what kind of shit is that? I said, you know what? You're right. I was over here like, she is right. You know, sometimes I'll be disagreeing the whole time. I'll just be like, I ain't say nothing. But I was like, I was listening and I was like, she's right. It was funny as hell though. Then she started talking about his shirt, his homemade shirt. I told y'all it was homemade. I told y'all. I told y'all it was Joanne's fabric. I told you. Well, you know, he got his degree from Joanne's fabric. He is summa cum laude in the sewing class. Okay. He's on the honor roll. Can't tell him nothing. He offered who a plane ticket?
Come to the porch.
You got to go to the Pittsburgh Zoo for him. You can't just come off.
Mm-mm-mm.
But anyway, that's all I got. I told you I did watch the dragon thing. Yeah, Just Lovely. I hope you watched last week because I was coming for you because I watched that damn House of the Dragon and I was not impressed either. Wasted my time. Had me thinking it was
Nobody was.
it was gonna be something good. Hey, I thought it was gonna be good shit. And I was like, okay, she told me watch it. I'ma watch it. Bitch, I watched that shit. It was horrible. Horrible. Oh yeah, he offered her a plane ticket to Atlanta. Are you talking about he didn't go because he didn't want to get beat up or jump from people in club chat? But if you a big boss, you big shit, right? You was gonna jump him. Why you ain't show up? Why you ain't show up? We know why you ain't show up because you do a lot of this. You do this, but in real life you don't post up. We seen you. We know you scared. Anybody call a restaurant and the person goes, somebody's on the phone for you, and you haul ass. You don't have nothing to say to me. That's why I
Now
don't.
that's a stalker.
Right. That's why I don't mind coming for that ass every now and then. If you mention me, if I even think you mention me, if you even try to mention me, if you even speak to me in a chat or say anything to me, I will always respond back to you. So know that. So even for the people that always say, I don't know why he be saying stuff. He don't be saying nothing. Yes, he do. He'll occasionally say some slack shit, and I occasionally come back for that ass. So just as much as you don't like me, I don't like you either. The feeling
Yes,
is mutual.
Lord.
The feeling is mutual.
Because when he because when he hit, oh Lord, here you go. So here you go again. What's going on? What's this?
Right. So know that the feeling is mutual and trust and believe. You lucky I don't have it. Because if I had it, I pull up. I don't play no games. So you lucky. Because if I don't pull up, I know some people that will. Okay? and they ride motorcycles, and they also live in your area too. So, don't do it.
Do they wear leather?
They do. They do indeed. They
They wear
do.
leather.
They will ruffle. They do, and they don't play about me. So keep it cute, or you will be on mute. Okay. But yeah, like no, we know you scary. We know you scary. You hauled ass. Okay. And all that flat not having ass, but you that big belly ass, you hauled ass when that lady said, "Oh, you got a phone call, bitch? It's a diner." Who gets scared if you got a phone call at diner? The first thing you would ask is, "Who would call me and know that I'm here to call it?" You know what I'm saying? Like you damn near broke
I
your
would have
ankle.
been fucking done.
Broke your ankles, and it's recorded for those of people who kept it on. Like, let me hold this in my pocket. What? That was gone. You ain't tipped the bitch or nothing. Just all the ass. And then once he calmed down, I guess because somebody told him, it was probably so and so, whomever. Then he want to come back on there talking shit about who it was, and it probably. You scared bitch. You scary bitch. You are scary. You talk all that shit, but you scary. But it's fine. It's fine. I'd be scared too if I look like you and got to look at myself in the mirror every day. I'd be scared too. Having heart palpitations and shit. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, just lovely. You tried it. You really tried it. Had my heart all like, oh, I'm gonna watch something good because she told me to watch it. I'm watching. I said, what is this? What is this? Wait till I see Just Lovely. And you lucky you wasn't here last week because I had it.
Yeah, he was waiting for you.
It died down this week. It died down, but last
It's
week.
a whole week now, a whole week since then. So
don't do that again. They call him to report back to the city zoo. Yeah, he lived there. He lived there. So, he's the coming attraction or the going attraction, however you look at it. Because you've seen him lately. You're talking about somebody aged badly. That man is definitely not. You're not aging well at all. Them wrinkles on your forehead, nah. Looking like old droopy raisin. Grimace. What they call him? Grimace looking ass. Yeah, you definitely looking like Uncle Fester. Now you definitely might want to do some Botox because you definitely giving Uncle Fester in the face. Definitely giving Uncle Fester. I mean, it is what it is. Oh yeah, and the boss and the bully fight. Yeah, I talked about that last week too. You missed everything. I had a whole thing about that one. Mr. Boss and the bully getting his ass beat. Because he's sitting over there. He another one talking all this shit. I'm a boss. I'm a bully. I demand, what he said? I demand respect in my house. I am the king in my kingdom. The whole time that man was over there whooping his ass. He over in the corner. Babe, stop. I am your man. I am your man. Now, again, I don't condone violence. But if a bitch try you, you got every right to put that bitch down. Okay? Because people be walking around here thinking shit's sweet. My mom ain't raised no punk. I'm sorry. You try me, you will get the surprise of your life. X of X of mine. He got it. He wasn't expecting that, but he got it. Because, no, don't try me, try Jesus. Okay? Don't try me, try AT&T. Try Sprint mode, try Sprint. Try T-Mobile. Try Nextel, whatever. Try them. Don't try me. Because his empire, that bullshit. And you hear him getting all choked up and everything. This is what we do. This is what we do. The only time he had that man when that man was out of breath. Okay, when that man, because you could tell.
You sure that wasn't foreplay?
He was a little. I think they were. Well, that's what Busted Down Tatiana said that they. And shout out to her. She said she could imagine they was probably bucking and fucking after that shit was over because they had to get that aggression out. And they may have been, but I'm gonna tell you, that man was fucking him up. But the only time that fat man was having a hard time, he had to catch his breath. But once he caught his wind, Oh, that was it. That was it. But he knew that. That's why he was doing stuff to make him breathless, because he knew that was his advantage. He knew that man could grab his ass and hem his ass up. But he did, though. He caught his breath and hemmed him up. But he caught him off camera. I wish he would have put him on camera. Because if he would have put him on camera, that would have been it. You'd have been like, look at you get hemmed up. But yeah, because Anthony McNeil was in the chat last week, and he was like,
yeah, last week, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, remember with Rico? Yeah, remember he tried to get all sexual, because you can see the sexual tension. Like he was like, yeah, he gonna text Rico. He did something. Rico was like, they was play wrestling at first, and something happened. He must have hit Rico.
Grown ass men play wrestling. Yeah, they play wrestling.
They would play wrestling, and he grabbed up Rico real bad, and then that shit went left real quick. Okay, I said, well, god damn. It was funny. It was funny though. It was funny. Certain parts of it was really, really funny, especially when he was like, I am your man. What did he say? He said something that was real. He said, what did he say? Take this from me. He meant to say, like, I beseech you, don't do this, but he said something weird. He said something like, I was like, what the fuck are we in Shakespeare? I beseech thee, don't do this. Like he was saying some shit. And I was like,
Lord.
What are we reading? Are we in Shakespeare or some shit? Is this like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, dear Romeo, don't thrash me across the floor.
Say, I beg of thee.
And then too,
that was foreplay. That was foreplay.
No, but listen. This is serious. So I got to get my serious mode. Now listen here, ZT. Right? If you a boss and a bully and a 6-figure nigger, as you call yourself, get yourself a maid, okay? Because your house is filthy. You want to know why we know your house is filthy? Because you had on white Knickerbocker jeans, bitch, and them shits was dirty after that man drug you over the floor and the carpet and everywhere else. Them shits was white, and then they turned beige, and then they had a hint of mother of pearl. They had like 3 colors on the mother.
No, you didn't, mother of pearl.
They had 3 colors on them bitches. Because your house is dirty.
Wow.
All right. You might want to do some sweeping, some cleaning, some vacuuming, get yourself some Fabuloso or some, you know what works really good? Some Awesome. It does an awesome job. It's cheap too, because I know you're 6 figures, you make a lot. So you got it. Definitely not from the look of them jeans, dirty. But you get some Awesome, you put some now listen. Don't do this in the bathroom with the door closed and some warm water. You will pass out, okay? Unless you want to. I don't know what you're into. You might be into that type of shit. But listen, make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. Get yourself and spray and scrub the floors good, right? Make sure you get some mopping gloves so you can see that it's clean. So the next time he go dragging your ass across the floor and shit, you could slide, right? Like you safe, like you in baseball, bitch. So you don't get all that dirt and gook and stuff on your good clothes, because you had on your good Sunday go to meeting clothes, and he fucked your shit up. Okay.
He said them knees were black.
Yeah, they were black. They were black. They were really bad. So and we can't, we can only go by what you look like. We can't go by what he looked like because we didn't see him. We heard him, right? But he's like, you gotta catch his breath. Let me catch your breath. He just told you to get off me, get off me, get off me. I gotta catch my breath. But when he caught it, bitch, he caught that breath. He caught you too. Him, that's all you heard. He is getting you. He's getting you, bitch. But yeah,
I'm sure he was getting them. Yes.
Yeah, right. So, word of the day is, and lesson of the day: stop cashing checks, right? Signing checks that your ass can't cash, because that's a problem with a lot of you. You talk a lot of shit, but you can't back it up. Stop it, because everybody ain't down for your shit. And that night, he wasn't having your shit. Now, normally, he might let you talk a lot of shit. He just pay you dust, right?
He said that hammer was useless.
Normally he pay you dust. I mean, he was put the hammer down, put it down, babe, stop. All off camera. Then he get on camera. Yeah, babe, I want order in my house. This is my empire. Get off camera. Baby, I'm your man. I'm your man. Baby, stop. I beseech thee. I beseech you. What the fuck is we doing? What's going on here?
Too much.
What in the Tyler Perry is going on in this show? I thought I was watching the early parts of the Have and Have Nots, you know, the early season 1, where you was like, what kind of shit is this Tyler that got on this goddamn channel? But it got good after a while, just like old Have and Have Nots. You watch it at first, you're like, what the fuck is this? And then you stuck. You like, oh shit, what the fuck's gonna happen now? What the fuck's gonna happen now? But yeah, he got me when he was, I beseech thee, what are you doing? I said, oh shit, it's fucking him up. Anytime you get somebody who's speaking a whole nother dialect and shit, he went from talking hood to the Queen's English real quick. I beseech thee there, fat man. You are my lover. You are my boyfriend. I am your man. I am your manservant. Don't do this to me, Frederick. he
So
went.
sad.
He totally flipped. So anytime a motherfucker got you switching, he got you. He done fucked you up. You got hit.
That's the ultimate code switch.
That's it. That's it.
The accent and all.
Accent and all. Oh, I beseech thee there, brother. Don't hit me like that. Put it down. Don't hit me with the. First of all, you picked up the hammer. That's a whole nother thing. You don't pick up a weapon and not use it. Because you know what happens? That same weapon that you picked up to use or threaten somebody with, when they get it, they're going to you up. And that's just what he was about to do too. He was praying. And don't stop. I'm your man. What? But you wasn't his man when you was over in the camera going, yeah, I got you. Come on, run up. I got something for you. Run up. I got something for you. Yeah, he ran up all right. I tell you, he caught his breath. He was like, all right. He was over there talking and shit. The next thing you know, I said, oh, you got that ass. And that's where the whole live ended. I said, they got that ass. Tagged it real good. And then they might have tagged each other after.
I was getting ready to say that. Then they tagged each other real good.
They might have tagged each other real good afterwards, but bitch, Boss and the Bully, you are not. No. Boss and the Bully, you definitely are not.
Well, like balls in
Yeah, right. If you got because I don't know what that was, but girl, more power to you, girl. I don't know. I'm your man. Good. All right. But in all seriousness, I hope everybody is well. And yeah, if you had to spend the night in jail, well, that's what you had to do. Yeah, and you don't go beating up on people because you think they less than, because he may have a little, hippity bop bop and something because he kept saying every time you hit me with the pot, you going to jail. You hit me with the pot, you going to jail. Bitch, if you don't pick up a weapon and use it, don't do that because he took that pot and popped the shit out of you with that same damn pot. So as the saying goes, the grave you dig for somebody, be sure to dig one for yourself. Okay? Because that's just what happened. You thought you was going to fuck him up on camera and get everybody like, oh, ZT don't play. He bucked this man up. And that man fucked you up. Non-breathing, handicapped, one toe, one knee, and all. He still fucked your ass up. But, yeah.
They're probably still together. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the way it always goes.
They got a special type of love. It's that toxic shit. That toxic Ike and Tina. Who was Ike and who was Tina that night? I guess you was Tina, he was Ike. Yeah. You better find your ass. I guess you get flashbacks with cake, right? Eat the cake.
You dumb.
I don't want no cake. Who ordered the cake? I don't know. You said you wanted cake. No, I don't want no damn cake. Poor thing. But yeah, that's right. He was saying no police. He was like, no police. When the person started being calm, talking about no police needed, no police needed. That you run and hide, bitch. That's a psycho motherfucker. They had enough of your shit. It's about to do with this shit. No police needed. It's all good. It's all good. The only part that I ain't like, and this is for you, fat man, talking about something. Oh, I'm leaving on Monday. The fuck you mean Monday? Leave today. Monday. Bitch, it's Friday.
You ain't got nowhere to go.
Well, then you don't need to be fighting. If that's your only place of, that's where you dwell. You hold that shit. You hold that shit till you got somewhere to go. And then you be like, pop, 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 pop. Because you can leave and you're going about your business. But you don't try to fuck somebody up and then be like, well, I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm leaving on Monday. Bitch, you must not know what happened to Al Green and the grits.
And the grits.
Bitch, you don't leave, you don't bop nobody and then stay there. Like, that's some bullshit. You go to sleep, you wake up with no hair, one ball,
and burned to a crisp.
A Lorena Bobbitt, no penis. Just plenty of signs out here. But she did. Busted Down Tatiana did have a good question. Not that I was that curious, but I was only curious because the way things were happening. Because it was sounding at times ZT was he was trying to give top energy, but it very much was still giving bottom energy. But then the man himself, I would say Jake the Fat Man, he was giving very much girl, but he was whooping his ass. So I was just like, well, I'm confused. I was complexed in it because I didn't know what the hell was going on here. I said, what kind of freak show is going on here? Because I'm like, do y'all role play? Like, is this, are we king on the role play here? Like, you drag
Don't try to figure that shit out. Like he tell, don't try to figure it out.
You drag him around the apartment, fucking up his college furniture, and and I hope it's paid off. I hope Rent-A-Center is paid off. I really do. Aaron's Rent-A-Center, whatever it is, Bob's Corner Furniture Plan, whatever it is paid off, and you could just get it fixed. And because I'm sure some shit broke in there. Because yeah, that's a big man. And if y'all out here thrusting and he's throwing you around like a rag doll, like the way he was, and them jeans look like that, yeah, y'all got some. Yeah, I need some new furniture.
You say dorm room tee.
Y'all need some new furniture. Yeah, it's very much dorm room tees. Very much gave dorm room. But yeah, so well, hopefully not too many things was damaged. You could salvage that. But yeah, y'all need not to be doing that. And if alcohol is the vice that causes this, maybe y'all need to step away, okay, from the alcohol. Because it ain't cute coming on here trying to act big and bad. And the reality is you're not big that we know, of course. And you definitely not bad. Right? You don't want to do that. Because somebody always going to check your ass and show you that you're not as bad as you think you are. Right? But get them jeans washed, okay? Get them jeans washed and mop that floor. Mop that floor. Your mama wouldn't want you to see that floor like that. That's crazy. She raised you better than that. Don't do that. Not in no white. Do that in white. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. But anyway, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. But see, DT was telling the guy that he was on the phone in the hospital. Oh, okay. Was this the same guy he was fighting with? Let's see, I was about to leave. Here you go. But I don't know if was that the same guy he's fighting with? I'll wait for your response in regards to that, because I don't know. All I know is a lot of rumbling and fisticuffs. I said, oh. It was a different man. Oh, it was a whole different man. Wow. Wow. I guess he's in charge of the girls, huh? Did he throw it up in the air and it comes down like sunshine? I got a pussy so good. Throw it up in the air and it comes down like sunshine. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. But then again, some people do like to be, they like a little rough, that's how they feel loved. Here she go.
Yeah, a little rough and tumble.
No, it was a
Hey,
whole. Hey, Nate. Hey, Cap.
Hello.
Earlier in the line, he was on the line with Wiley. Wiley was like, fuck you, nigga, da da da.
Uh-huh.
So the whole time before he got home, he was on the phone talking to this guy in the hospital.
Oh.
And the guy who was in the hospital kept telling him, "You ain't gonna send me no picture. You ain't gonna send me
Yeah.
no picture." But
Oh.
he sent the man a picture, but it wasn't him. So the guy was like, "Look, I don't look. I'm not gonna play with you. It's 7 o'clock. Don't you ain't even got to come to the hospital. Fuck that."
Was
Cause
it
he was talking
7 o'clock
like,
on
"I'm gonna
time?
get up to the hospital and I'm gonna do this and that and oh
Oh.
yeah, yeah, yeah." So I believe the guy at the house was listening in on the live.
Oh.
mm,
And that's why, and see, when ZT got there, he was like, "What my motherfucking keys? What my motherfucking keys?" And he
Oh,
was like, "That's
I
why your
know.
shit sitting on flats."
Yeah, right. I remember seeing all that. I know you lying to me.
Mm-mm.
No, no. I know you lying to me.
And when he got, I guess the guy was like, "This motherfucker got to have the nerve
The
to be sitting, the
audacity,
audacity to
the
be trying to
gumption.
embarrass me to the motherfucker YouTube people."
Yes. That makes oh my
Yes.
God. That makes yeah, you wrong for that. You wrong for that.
And
That's
even the guy in the hospital was like, "I hope you don't have me on YouTube. You better not have me on YouTube."
oh my God.
And the whole time you had that man on YouTube.
mm.
Oh
You
damn.
were so silly.
Damn. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So was he like knocking at the door when or he just walked in? Was he like, "Where's my keys? Can I have my keys, please?"
No,
'Cause
no,
I was-
no, 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 no. ZT was telling us he has six cars. The guy who stayed with him, car does not work. He
right,
said,
he was
as a
saying he's
matter of
poor
fact,
and all
this
that
on
kind of stuff.
flats, and he
Hmm.
driving around in his car. So
But
he
he
got
got
there,
6 of them though, right?
right.
Right.
And so when he got there, he was like, "Give me my motherfucking keys. Give me my motherfucking keys. I want my motherfucking keys." And the man was like, "This nigga walk in the door with this bullshit." I done heard the whole live. I know that's what he was thinking.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen.
I can't stand you, Cap.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't 6 cars?
Nah, yeah, I don't believe the six
Oh,
cars.
bullshit. 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 But yeah, that's all. I just something like talking about something. Oh, my keys. He's like, "Your car's on flights." He's like, "You touch my car. You touch my car." I'm
Yep.
well. I said, "Oh, oh, 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 oh."
And the whole time he was telling the people on YouTube in the chat, like,
Yeah, it's my empire. I
yeah,
demand respect in
I,
my
I
empire. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
when I get here, I'm gonna get my keys. I'm going up to this hospital because this one right here. And I was like, "Lord."
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
Then how you deal with this?
I just let him go. Let him knock himself out.
Yeah, and Cap, don't be fucking lying on me. Because I told you that episode wasn't all that. I told
No,
you
you
that
didn't.
wasn't
You
final
said watch
episode.
it. You said watch it.
I
Is
told you
what
to
you
watch
said.
it. It was an
I
interesting
said,
part.
what happened? What happened? I ain't gonna
I
tell you.
can't
You
tell
gotta
nobody
watch.
what happened because then you'll be mad at me for
I said
giving
I
it
wasn't
up.
gonna be mad at you because I didn't want to watch it and it'd be nothing to watch. Is what I said,
Well, okay,
and
so
you ignored
basically,
it.
let me tell you,
I watched
basically
it
what I
already.
found out, it was originally supposed to be 10 episodes, and Warner Brothers did not pay them, and they had to cut it down to 8. So basically, that was not their final episode, and you know we was in a writer's strike. So they
Right.
had to kind of scale back. They couldn't even go to the studio and fix the things that they wrote to make episode 8 the final episode. So I
Oh
Mm.
kind of
no!
understand why
It
the
was
shit
not.
was fucked up.
Oh
The
Yeah,
no!
because
whole
it felt like
season,
it just left off. Like it felt like it just left off. It was like getting close to the a finale, and
right?
they were setting everything up,
But it
and
was
then it just kind of like, okay, well, shit, they leaving us fucking hanging, and it's not even a real big. It wasn't a real big build up, but you could see them going, going forward with like the last. If they would have had a couple of more episodes behind that.
Right.
Sonya, it was
Because
getting
last
very
season we
mistaken.
had 10. And I was listening to like the after show, and they explained what
Okay.
it was all about. And
Oh,
because out the whole season, I've been saying to myself, "Oh man, this shit, it ain't giving me what I want."
Yeah.
yeah, that was a very like wah 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 wah.
Yeah,
I was
but
very.
no, I really did enjoy seeing Diamond and the future, and then to turn around and see the damn niece,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Hmm.
was like, "Oh shit."
Right.
And I love how she handled her brother.
Right. Right.
Bitch, get the fuck out my face.
Right.
You will die, hoe.
Right. I said what I said, and I
I
ain't scared.
said what
And
I said.
she told myself, I could kill you right now. She said, and
It
that's
ain't
not
gonna make a
gonna change
fucking difference,
nothing.
bitch.
She said, that's not gonna change nothing because you still gonna be dead.
Dead. Dead to the gullet.
She was like, I'll see you there. I said, oh, bitch. Crazy. That was funny. That
Yeah, so it was, leading up to next season. I know they're gonna probably start it out with the war in the sea.
Mhm. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Right. True.
They're gonna have to. They're gonna have
Yeah.
to.
And that's something
But
that I'm
but
looking
I had
forward to.
forgotten all about with the writer's strike and everything, how it had
Yeah,
it impacted so many stories that were being worked on right then and there, and
Right.
how it cut everything short.
and I think that's what a lot of shows that I watched this season. I could never really put my finger on it. And the whole time I got somebody who was not working due to the writer's strike. So I don't know
But
what
Hmm.
the
the
hell
only person that was making money able to do it was Tyler Perry, because of course Tyler Perry makes film.
happened.
Well, evidently he wasn't making enough because he had to go work for Trump, because that fucking assassination attempt wasn't worth it.
No, oh my God. It was definitely a have nots moment.
Mm-hmm. And I think I saw the mic hanging down too.
Look, that's what I said. You remember back in when it all first started, I was like, now this is shit they do at the plays.
Right.
You
You got
couldn't
the mic
expect
right
to
here
see
to
a
me.
damn
Oh,
mic
you
hanging out a
leaving?
wig at a play. But not on no fucking TV show. Tyler, get this shit together. The fuck?
I'm
You
like,
make too
damn.
much damn money. Too much.
No, but the funny part was like, damn, don't they even proof this shit?
Right, right. Who did the editing? Who was the
It's like,
editor?
yeah, who? He was probably the only one
He
watching
did
that stuff
all
and probably figured nobody would watch it.
he doing all the shows. He everything. He the editor, he the writer, director,
Yeah,
everything.
because he don't want to pay nobody.
One stop shop. He was
Just a
tired.
shame. I see a lot of people be talking about his shows that he have on BET, but
Mhm.
I'm
Hmm.
not gonna do it to myself. I can't.
No,
No, I can't
I
even.
stopped
And
watching
they're all the same. All have the same formula. All the same shit.
Same
CC and the
premise.
sisters and the have nots. I'm over it. I'm okay.
Hmm.
Now those were the days. I ain't even gonna lie.
That's what I said. The first beginning of have nots, I was like, "What the hell is this?" But I couldn't stop watching it. It's the same thing when I
As
was watching
goofy.
ZP get his ass dragged. I was like, "What is going on?" But I couldn't stop watching.
As
Now,
goofy as Half and Half Nots were, but I still watch that shit. And I think so because a lot of people was actually doing commentary on it. So I
Right.
wanted to see their
yeah,
points of view.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Well, you know what? We wanted black TV shows for black people. So at
Well,
At
I
least they
guess
least
oh,
because I
you could
was
get 12 or 13 from him, where the other ones you got to wait like a year because
right.
major studios weren't cranking shit out for us.
And at least the characters are somewhat successful. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
now, yeah,
so now they supposed to be doing a different world.
yeah. I heard they were working on that.
So I'm trying to figure out if Dwayne and Whitley had a baby.
Yeah,
So,
that's what they were saying. That I guess
and I can
it's going to
see him
focus
being
on
a
the daughter.
professor
I
at
could see them
Whitley.
all being at the school teaching and
Right, right.
hollering
I
and
could even see them bringing old Freddie back and
yeah, I can see them bringing Freddie back.
Hmm.
Freddie done married Foof. Well, no, because he look crazy now.
Who?
What's his name? Jazzy, whatever his name
Oh,
is so
uh,
infatuated with.
oh yeah, yeah,
Shaza,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shaza.
Jazzy.
Uh-huh.
Child, that motherfucker
Yeah.
crazy as a
Oh yeah,
race.
because he was strung out. He in real life he was strung out. He was a real bad, but he didn't clean himself up. I think he was in a couple of things.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what the hell he was using, but goddamn, if it didn't age him, it
Mm,
aged the fuck out of him.
that stuff.
So that's
Hmm.
I don't know. I think it's coming out next year, but it's something to look
Okay.
forward
It's
to.
fine. Will it be on Netflix?
Yes.
Oh,
Netflix got all the shows. Netflix and Peacock.
Netflix
I
got
get
all the money. They got all the money.
Yeah.
Netflix and Peacock. So
Mm.
now I'm waiting on the 28th so I can look at Middle Earth.
Yeah, me too. Yep, that's my show too.
I went back and looked at all the episodes on season one. They got behind due to the writer's strike too. They didn't
Mm.
even come out.
Right.
So I'm looking forward. But other than that, I guess we're gonna still get some Game of Thrones next season because we get in the Seven Kingdoms,
Right.
and
Right.
then they're gonna bring back the other people. So this is with Egg and Dunk and Egg. Okay.
It's like a breakfast sandwich.
This one they bring out Brandon Rivers.
Oh, okay.
Yes, when he's not in the tree.
Tree. Hmm.
Oh,
So this will be
Okay.
interesting.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
I just hate John. They could have gave John his show.
Why?
Hmm?
Why?
I wanted to see Jon Snow.
You're not supposed to
She
see
just.
Jon Snow yet.
But did y'all see that they got married, him and the girl from Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm gonna mute myself. Sophie wanna be foolish.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm about to end it anyway. Because it's about that time. Look at that.
Yes, y'all. Good night. I enjoyed. Thank you for having me up. I
Oh,
enjoyed
sure, no
myself, but I
problem.
Always
had
a
to come
pleasure.
and explain to y'all the boss and the bully.
Yes. I didn't know all that was happening.
Mm.
Let me get back
Always.
down in the chat.
All righty. Thank you for coming, beautiful. But yeah, I can't believe that shit. Mm, mm, mm.
Mm-mm.
Poor thing, poor thing.
Mm.
Anyways, any parting
So
words? It is always something. Any parting words for this evening?
no, everybody stay safe.
Yes, please.
That's about it. Hmm.
Yes, stay safe. Uh, your girl Rona's still roaming around, so please,
Yeah, she done switched up again.
yeah. So be
And
careful.
monkeypox again.
I heard they got the monkeys coming out. Hey, hey,
Hmm.
the monkeys.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. But anyhow. I didn't even think about. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, it's quite all right, just lovely, no worries. But yes, everybody be safe, and until next time, peace out.
Take care.